Rajinder ji, welcome. It's pleasure to have you here. So tell us what legal checks should a buyer do before buying a land?
Well, Gauri Shankar ji, thank you for calling me and giving me this opportunity. Actually, when we buy a land, we have to be very clear about the clear title and ownership of the land. We have to check the Satbara Utara. We have to check the other known the knowledge which is available in the government department, in the registration office, where we have to check all that. We have to check this is a non-agricultural land or a agricultural land. So, two types of lands are there. So if we buy a non-agricultural land, so all the paperwork is already done by the person. But if you're buying a agricultural land, so there we have to buy which is general land, agriculture general land which is available in the market, like no Adivasi land or no land which is having any zonal problem. So we have to check the zone also in which zone we are buying the land. So these are the things, but I request that whenever we buy a land, we should always hire a lawyer pertaining to this kind of work what they do available easily in any place, all the government offices attached with it, where we can have this kind of arrangement where legal things are checked. In fact, we go back 30 years behind and check the records of 30 years at least for any land which we buy.
That's great. So 30 years is the record that we need to check.
Yeah.
Great. So when it comes to selecting the land, what factors do you analyze to ensure that it's a wise investment?
Well, when I do this kind of thing, I do little extra beyond what people may not do it. First of all, what we do is that with the Google, we have the geographical conditions which we check, topology of the land, soil, what is there, we check that. As per Vastu, we have many factors which we go and check in the plot. Then we also check the natural contours because there are sometimes, you get a land which is 30 feet high and 30 feet down. So there, if you want to make it land in a right way, तो आपकी ऐसी हालत खराब है, आपको इतने पैसे चले जाएंगे कि आप पूछ ही नहीं सकते. So it is better that contours also have to be checked. Again, they all are done through Google. It is very easy. Nowadays we have very drones also which are doing this kind of work. So we get that kind of thing. Other thing what we see is that infrastructure. बाजू में गांव है, शहर है, some town is there, and most important highway connectivity. So highway connectivity also has to be seen. Permissions, some lands are like, for example, I buy land near the dam. So dam is having a condition where you cannot buy the land near the dam, you have to leave some area. If you see that, that is to be seen. Then there is forest land which is declared by the government. So we have to check that also. So there are many aspects which we check, and first thing is that due diligence of the work of the land has to be done very correctly. In possession, we take the land with marking the boundary wall with the help of fencing. We don't do a wall, we do a fencing, but that is required. So these things are there which have to be checked before buying the land and then going for the agreement.
That's really great. So to begin with, why is land around Mumbai considered a very good investment?
I will say that Bombay काफी saturation point पे चले गया and Bombay has become very saturated. Now people have started, in fact, in many people have started staying in Alibag and started staying in Igatpuri, starting staying in Karjat, Lonavala as first home because the highway connectivity, the train connectivity is so good that people have started taking lands which are out of Bombay. And it is happening this way that the places like Panvel airport has come, Karjat, Alibag. Now there's one more place which is coming is Palghar because port is coming, airport is coming near Palghar. So Palghar is developing. New Bombay airport has already come. Karjat is very near to New Bombay. So these things are going on, increasing, multiplying. There's a connectivity which is going from Igatpuri to Palghar. So again, Igatpuri also is booming. But Igatpuri is actually a hill station. So because of that, always it is in demand. So people are buying out of Bombay as investment, as first home, as second home. So both things are going.
Right. So in this case, if we have to choose between buying a land and buying a flat in the areas that you mentioned, what is your advice?
Sir, land has always proved that land has given more bigger returns. And what we are seeing last 10 to 12 years, if I believe, which I've been seeing in construction, Thana mein if you buy of land, you may get an appreciation of 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, maximum 25 lakhs. But I have seen, like I have done a project known as Dew Drops in Igatpuri. When I purchased the land, it was only 25 lakh rupees per acre. Today, the plots which are on the highway have gone up to 2.5 cr per acre. So you can say 10 times. तो ये ग्रोथ जो है ये लैंड में आज नहीं कभी से बहुत पहले से होती आ रही है. You will see a farmer will never try to sell his land. It is very difficult to buy a land from him because land is more precious than any flat or anything. And plus, what happens is that buying a flat, giving on rent is very easy. But the outcome, the ROI is 2.5 to 3, maximum 3.5 as per the rent.
That's right.
And when it
General rental yield for residential is around 3.5 to 4%. That's right.
we are doing holiday homes, which are like resort. They're given on holiday. People are buying. People are getting ROI of 7.5 to 8%, which is astonishing. But it is happening, and this is happening because they are very luxury homes. I have a detail where one night stay in Igatpuri, a bungalow is there, which is near about 1.5 lakh rupees per night, and that is the cost of the bungalow which they are giving. So this is the ROI which is giving good returns than flats which are there in Bombay.
That's really good. So, can you tell us more about the core services your firm provides to the clients?
First of all, sir, what we do is that we are very particular about the land what we are buying. We give you all the services, then we give you a complete plan approved, which by for the government, do all the legal work of it. Then we do the concept and designing. And first of all, very important is that every land is having a own business plan. So you're buying a land for making a hotel, a dhaba, a restaurant, a resort, a hospital, or a school, college, or you're making a resort. So it depends upon land to land what we are going to do. Then we design everything, do the complete concept. We do the construction for you. And the second vertical what we have is that we do holiday villas. These holiday villas, what we do is done with construction, and also we do the interiors, we do the white goods for you. Plus, we have tie up with the holiday companies which are taking bungalows on holidays. We give your bungalow to them, they run the show, and you get a passive income. So it is great about taking a passive income. Say, for example, if you are giving a investment of 2 crores, the return what you are getting rent is between 70,000 to 1 lakh rupees. So in 2 CR, you will not get this kind of return per month in Bombay with buying a flat.
That's great. So, you have got an opportunity to work on some highly regarded projects. Can you share a few examples?
In Bombay, we have done many prestigious projects. We have done Leelavati Hospital, I-1B Airport. We have done the 1B Airport. We have done many other offices and all, which are done for big banks and everything. But we have done now is that we have made 2 resorts in Igatpuri. Dewdrops and rainforests are done by us. We are into planning of doing 2 resorts more in Igatpuri. Igatpuri already JW Marriott has come in, Hyatt has come in, Hotel Fern has already started. I'm in discussion with other hotels like Atmosphere, which we are trying to talk to them. We are also getting many other star hotels for Trimbakeshwar. So we are into that area also. So we are planning to get some 5-star properties in Igatpuri and Trimbakeshwar.
That's great. So, you also work with individual investors, especially those who are interested in villas or second homes.
Yes, we are making of a gated community in which we give you a complete villa, which is of 3 BHK, 4 BHK as per your requirement. And also we are doing farmhouses. So we do farmhouses also for you, which is 10,000 square foot area, which is a farmhouse. But these farmhouses or these villas or these bungalows are not only done as a construction part of it. We do everything for you so that the bungalow can be immediately given on rent. We are only trying to do is that we want to do any property which doesn't become a liability to you. A property which gives you very good passive income, and any property which is on rent which is giving you a good rent, they can be sold on a higher price, higher value within 3 years. So that is a biggest achievement what we can say can be given to individual people who want to buy from us.
So Rajinder ji, you have an excellent product plus a passive income product. So what would you say who your ideal client would be?
So all of you, whoever wants to buy a land, whoever wants to buy a bungalow, whoever wants to have a land and they don't know what to do. So we are there to assist you. There are many people in the country. There are many people around us who don't know they have the land. So if they buy for 5 lakh rupees, after 3 years they think they'll sell it for 7 lakh rupees. They don't know that there are zero can be added to it. Today, if you buy something for 5 lakh rupees, we value it. We make it valuable and it can be sold for 50 lakh rupees. But that depends upon what type of things we do. For example, if I do a simple घर के पुराने सारे पेंट के डब्बे लेके जाके वहां रख देता हूँ, प्लांट्स लगा देता हूँ, so people do that. People buy new sofa here, they put the push old sofa in the bungalow. We don't do that. Our landscaping also is done as per Vastu. Every plant is marked where it has to be put in which direction and how it has to be done. We do a complete swimming pool for you. We also do indoor or outdoor jacuzzi for you. So it's a complete 5-star level resort type of bungalow which is done and used by the clients.
So before we wrap up, what advice would you offer to someone who is looking to invest in land for the first time?
I will say that if you're buying a land for the first time, go to a company who know how to do it. All the paperwork is done. You may buy a agricultural land, you may buy a non-agricultural land. It depends upon your budget and the place which you like. But the main thing is that it should be done through a company who are responsibly taking all the responses of doing the all the paperwork done in the right way, which is very important. Otherwise, there are many cases which I can give you examples. You also know, लोगों ने अपने पैसे बहुत गवाए हैं. So that is very important.
Excellent advice. Thank you, Rajinder ji, for joining us
Thank
and
you.
enlightening us today with your insights on strategic land development.
It
Thank you,
was
everyone.
pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.